What if I told you, you don't need to go viral. You don't need to announce every move. You don't need to look successful to be successful. In a world addicted to visibility, silence looks suspicious. People think if you're not constantly posting progress, you're not making any. If you're not loud, you're not relevant. If you're not validated, you're not winning. But that's not the truth. That's just the noise. Maybe you felt this too, scrolling through stories of people grinding, traveling, launching, glowing up, and you're just there, doing the work, alone, quietly. It doesn't feel glamorous. It doesn't look impressive. But maybe that's exactly where the real magic is. In this video, I want to challenge the myth that success has to be loud. We'll talk about the power of quiet consistency, about why some of the most unstoppable growth happens in silence, and why you don't need an audience to become extraordinary. Because sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is keep showing up, even when nobody claps. Let me take you back to a cold morning, 6 a.m. There's no applause, no cameras, just you, and that one small task you promised yourself you'd do. It's the 17th day in a row. No recognition, no immediate reward. Just you, showing up again. It's not exciting. It's not even satisfying. It's uncomfortable, repetitive, boring. And that's exactly why so many people quit. Because we've been taught to chase dopamine, not discipline. We're addicted to the feeling of progress, not the process itself. Social media sells us the highlight reel, the before and after, never the during. The launch party, never the sleepless nights. So, when we're not seen, we start to question ourselves. Am I doing enough? Why isn't this working yet? Maybe I'm just not built for this. But here's the truth most won't tell you. Success isn't built on adrenaline. It's built on repetition, on staying when others flinch, on choosing alignment over attention. If you're in that season right now of quiet work, invisible effort, silent struggle, I see you. You're not lost. You're just growing roots. Like a seed buried under soil. Just because no one sees you doesn't mean you're not becoming something extraordinary. You have the capacity to do this. There's a Japanese concept called Kaizen, continuous improvement through small, consistent steps. No fanfare, no rush, just progress, quietly, over time. This philosophy shaped Toyota into one of the most reliable companies in the world. Not through grand gestures, but through tiny, repeated excellence. Now compare that to today's culture, where the loudest wins attention, not always the most worthy. Where hustle is romanticized, even if it leads to burnout. Where people measure success in likes, not lifespan. But listen to what Ryan Holiday, author of The Obstacle is the Way, once said. Success is peace of mind that comes from knowing you did your best to become the best you are capable of becoming. No one else can measure that for you. Not your followers, not your boss, not even your family. Only you know if you've been showing up. Let's also look at what Lao Tzu, the ancient Chinese philosopher, wrote. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. What he didn't say, that you need to record every step or post about each mile. Because the momentum you build in silence is more stable than the applause you chase in noise. Think of bamboo. For the first several years, it barely grows above ground. But underground, its root system is exploding. Then suddenly, in just weeks, it shoots up feet into the sky. Quiet consistency is like that. It's not about what people see. It's about what you're building when no one's watching. And ironically, that's usually what ends up being unshakable. So if you feel behind because you're not there yet, zoom out. You're not behind. You're just still underground, still building roots. That's not failure. That's preparation. All right, let's get into what this actually looks like. Here are 3 powerful shifts to help you embrace quiet consistency and stay grounded in your journey. 1. Shift from visibility to integrity. Ask yourself, am I doing this because it aligns with my values or because I want to be seen? When you make decisions based on visibility, your identity becomes fragile. But when you act from integrity, even silently, your self-respect compounds. Try this. Track your own progress privately. Make a habit tracker. Write a daily reflection. Build a private win journal. Let the work speak to you, not the world. 2. Redefine progress as repetition. Progress isn't always new. Sometimes it's doing the same thing better. Don't underestimate the power of boring excellence. Ask any athlete, any artist, any monk. Mastery is about showing up on the days you don't feel like it. Try this. Choose one habit, just one, and commit to 30 days. Not perfectly, just consistently. Let your identity be shaped by the rhythm, not the result. 3. Create sacred silence windows. In a world full of noise, silence is sacred. Schedule time each day, even just 10 minutes, with no input, no music, no phone, just your breath and your thoughts. This stillness will train your mind to trust quiet, to find peace in pause, and to remember that noise is not proof of progress. When you stop feeding your need to be seen, you finally start seeing yourself more clearly. You don't have to prove yourself every day. You don't have to turn your healing into content. You don't owe anyone an explanation for why you're moving in silence. Let them wonder. Let them scroll past. Let them underestimate you. Because while they're refreshing their feed, you're refreshing your soul. While they're posting highlight reels, you're building habits that no algorithm can delete. While they're chasing attention, you're building something that will last long after the spotlight fades. Maybe no one claps for you today. Maybe no one even notices. But that doesn't mean you're not making progress. Because the loudest moment in your life won't be the one you post online. It'll be the quiet moment you look back and realize, I kept going, even when no one believed, even when no one saw. Let them underestimate you. Your silence is not weakness. It's proof that you're working on something real. Quiet doesn't mean invisible. It means intentional. It means deep. It means unshakable. So don't rush to be seen. Root yourself to be strong. Your time is coming. And when it does, it won't just be a moment. It'll be a legacy. So here's your invitation. Choose one thing you'll stay quietly consistent with this week, just one. You don't have to post it, you don't have to explain it. Just keep showing up. And when the doubt creeps in, when the silence feels too heavy, come back to this truth. Success doesn't have to be loud. Sometimes it just needs to be real. If this message landed with you, I'd love to hear your story. Drop a comment below. What's something you've been working on in silence? What's one area of your life you're rebuilding without telling anyone? And if you know someone who needs this reminder, share this video with them. You don't have to shout to be heard. Sometimes, The quietest voices carry the deepest truths. I'll see you in the silence.